guys, it's your boy Little Gohan, and you're listening to the Nostalgia X podcast with your hosts DJ Doom and J-Bash.
All right, so a couple things on the agenda. We got the video podcast coming next week, so we are doing test footage right now during this episode.
They actually get to see how we look.
Yeah.
So that means I need to shave my head and, shave my face.
Your head. What's wrong with it right now? What do you call what you got going on right now?
Peach fuzz.
I think the peach fuzz doesn't look bad, if that's what you call that.
I need to get a new razor. That's the thing.
I don't think it looks bad, man. I think you should try it, since you ain't down for the,
Well, I did it once. And
that was a long time ago.
But I look terrible.
The years I've known you, you've never done it. And trust me, if it looks bad, I'd be like, bro, yeah, let's scrap this project.
Yeah, I mean,
I would let you know.
You're probably going to say that after week
no,
2?
because I'm realistic. So obviously Filipino, so your hair grows a little different.
Chinese too.
Your hair grows a little different than mine. I'm realistic there, so I know a little bit of what we may be in for. But you've been shaving for a long time. Every time you shave, your hair's supposed to grow back thicker, is the saying, which is why they tell women not to shave when they get facial hair, because it'll grow back thicker and sharper, because that's what a razor does. It doesn't pluck the hair.
I use the one blade, that little automatic thing.
I own them one blade. After I tried it at your place, I was like, dude, I need one of these, so I bought one.
They're nice, dude.
Yeah.
So the blades go for 4 to 6 months.
Yeah. So you don't have to buy as often.
No, they're really expensive when you do have to buy them.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the long run, how much money you're saving?
It's quality over quantity in this case.
Yeah, exactly. Because I remember, if you do the math, I don't know how well. I remember I got a Mach 3. Those were I love the Mach 3 because when it shaved, it was nice, smooth, and extra blades. I think I did 8 of them. They were close to about $20.
Sounds about right.
And if you do that, I'll say every week, dude, you're saving a ton if you get the one blade over the Mach 3. And a lot of people are like, no, this one feels better. It's like, not really. It's like it's going to be the same exact feel, but you're getting your money's worth out of this one rather than, each week or something like that. You have to change it.
Yeah.
But
one of the things, topics, one of our listeners suggested, and I really liked it, was facial hair grooming, tips for men that have beards, hence why you need to grow one. And then I guess
I'm trying to look up good Chinese celebrities that have beards.
There's some out there, man. I'm just telling you, dude. I think it'd be a good look, because obviously you're going with the shaved head look. That's your look. That's foreseeable future, correct?
Kind of close to it.
Yeah. So it's either that, or you kind of have it how you have now, which you call the peach fuzz. So either going with that or straight bald. So
I like the peach fuzz and also the straight bald look.
Mm-hmm. Because they both work for you.
Yeah.
But I think if you had to at least try it. That's one thing you haven't tried in the years I've known you. So I'm like,
how long have you known me?
Shit, dude. It's been a minute.
I'm
not complaining.
7 years now?
Yeah, man. Fuck, we're old, bro. I still remember the first time.
I'm old. You're young.
I still remember the first time I saw you. This was before we were cool. You were in the back.
Here comes the news.
At our former place of employment.
Yeah.
Doing e-learnings with Joey.
Oh my god!
Because you started around the same time he did, right? And I was like, I don't remember what I thought. I'm trying to remember what I thought first. I was just like, these guys, because y'all had white button-up shirts. I guess they told y'all just to wear something casual, business casual, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought both of y'all worked Geek Squad for another store. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? I was like, I guess they're Geek Squad for another store. Either that or they're new, but they don't look new. They kind of, some new people are like, oh my God, the lights are so bright and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Guess y'all didn't know what the fuck y'all were doing either, but y'all at least acted like y'all did,
Pulled it off pretty well.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. It's like this guy. Geek Squad, Florence for Florence or something.
I remember the first comment I said to you.
I don't remember this, so this is good.
It was, I remember I pulled into the parking lot and I saw you change your shoes out of your car into your Nikes sneakers. I think it was like, they were black and white or something like that. And I commented you on the sneakers while I was walking towards to the back. And you were smiling and snickering. So I was like, okay, I think I said something really smart or something. I don't know. But then I guess that hit it off right there after that.
Yeah. Rest is history. Who would have thought 6-7 years later we'd be podcasting?
Yeah. Man, I hate you. You ruined my life. I'm so bad at this.
Oh, snap. But no.
Don't break me from my shell. Which you really did break me from my shell.
Yeah, I'm still trying with this facial hair thing, dog.
Here's I'm gonna say this in front of everybody.
The fans are asking, bro. Well, there was 2 fans.
I'm gonna say this to the fans to listen.
They looking right there.
Oh yeah, I know. I was a really shy guy. And you noticed. You noticed from day one. Because if someone ever, come up to me and talk to me, I would do 1 or 2 word answers.
Yeah.
And then ever since I worked, under your department, you kind of worked and helped me out develop more of being I wouldn't say...
It's a little more open.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. More open, person and I cannot shut up because of you.
It's good. It's good, man.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Because you're a great person if you let people in. So I kind of had that issue most of my life.
I wish some of the ladies can see that.
Well, we got to get you in front of the ladies, dog. Unless you trying to date one at work, and I don't think you want to do that.
Not at all.
We don't have to get into why.
No.
It's just the inside joke.
Yeah.
But, if it's very simple, some people say it's common sense, but if it was common sense, more people would have it. But,
definitely. I agree.
It's kind of like simple science, I guess. You got to give yourself some at-bats, you know what I'm saying? If you don't give yourself any at-bats, how are you going to get a hit? How are you going to get a home run?
I'll be honest on this one right here. I will tell you this, since, I want to say this. I'm saying this to everybody else out there, too. There was one person that was talking. But after that talking, it became every other hour.
Mm-hmm. She wanted too much.
Like 10 messages within 2 minutes.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, this is too much.
For the sake of the baseball analogy, she wanted you to have a doubleheader every hour on the hour.
Exactly. And I'm like...
She wanted you to play a doubleheader, rather.
I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. And then just recently, she kept doing it. And I'm like, okay, I'm blocking her. I'm not answering everything
we got to get you some more quality at bats.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
But
I know we joked about a couple of places, but the big thing is we're gonna go out, we're gonna have fun as bros, and then what happens happens. You know what I'm saying?
In reality, you look at it, you're like
the goal's not, I'm gonna, but
Yeah.
we just gotta go out and have fun. Simple as that. And then something may happen. Maybe a friend of a friend, or a friend of a friend of a friend, or someone that thought you were a friend. You never know. When it's meant to be, it just happens.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I would like. I don't want, because if I say I want, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
I don't know about that theory,
not going to
but
happen
okay.
at all. But I would like someone to have the same traits as me, but not as much. If the person that you're dating has the
you just want some of the same beliefs. Like, you don't want the same traits, because then that means she doesn't grow facial hair very well. That's probably a good trait for a woman. That's
exactly.
But
I mean,
bald.
You don't want them to belong in the circus,
Oh man, but no. On a serious note, you want them to complete you.
Yeah.
You want them to compliment you. Like
Yeah.
my significant other, she's really good at reminding me of stuff, and I remind myself of stuff by telling her to remind me of stuff, and she never reminds me of stuff. It's weird how that works.
But then I remind you of stuff.
Yeah, and then she's a really good planner. So like whenever we do Disney, she's the one that puts it all together, and we get to knock out everything. And then she also leaves little open spots for us to kind of do whatever we want. If we're tired, we can just call it a night. If we're not, then, you want to go check out that Star Wars bay that's actually a shop, or you want to go do the Jedi Academy with the kids. Yeah, stuff like that. So, I mean, she's great at that. And
When I'm at Disney,
she's
I'm
a great mom too.
at Disney.
Right.
I'm there all day. I don't care if I'm tired.
Right.
Give me an inflatable pillow. I will take a nap, a 10-minute nap on the bench. Get back up and
get
do
the
my
most
thing.
out of your money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I'm sure my son. I remember one time the time we went. I heard about magic hours. I was like, "What is magic hours?" And we talked to a fan of Disney that goes every year, and
it was a little closer. Like, what is it? 10 hours?
Yeah.
I don't like driving that long.
Eh.
You know what I'm saying? I could split it with somebody.
Flying. If we fly,
like if we went together and you were down to split it half and half, I'll drive 5 hours, nothing. But like, I don't like having to.
The 5 hours doesn't bother me because I remember driving 6.5 hours from here to, I would say, the corner of Tennessee, and that was a breeze.
Yeah.
As long as I get a couple energy drinks, I'm good.
Just once we hit the 8+, I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like that's,
But as I was going back to, talking about magic hours, I didn't know about it until we heard this lady's like, "Oh yeah, it's magic hours tonight here at Magic Kingdom." I'm like, "What's that?" She goes, "Well, if you're staying at a resort, you get extra hours so you can go back and, spend more time at the rides and
do
everything
a little
else."
more.
And I asked my son, I was like, "Hey, do you want to do that?" He goes, "Yeah, let's go."
Which resort did y'all stay in again?
We were at Art of Animation.
Oh, okay. That's the one we did the first time.
I think we're going to be going.
You got to try the other ones if you can, because every single one has its own little special. Art of Animation's pretty cool, especially if you go in like the summer, because you can take advantage of the pools and stuff.
Oh, well, we went in the pool. We took advantage of the pools and everything. And
yeah.
What I liked about Art of Animation is because it's focused more for the kids, and that's what I liked. Mm-hmm. I remember my daughter went to go swimming with with her cousin, and they went underwater. They poked their head back up, and my parents were like, "What's going on?" And excuse me, my cousin and my daughter said, "You have to put your head in the water." And my dad's like, "What?" And my dad actually put his head in the water, and you can actually hear music underwater.
Yeah, they got the underwater speakers.
Yeah, they have the they're playing Little Mermaid under the sea in the water. I was like, that is really cool.
Yeah.
That's something, kids love to see and everything else. And the cool thing about that as well is they did a movie night for the kids, and it was Monsters, Inc.
Was it on the projector outside?
It was on the projector, and they put all the beach chairs, and they got free popcorn, free drinks.
Yeah. When I went, they did Maleficent. Mm-hmm. They had Maleficent playing out there.
And I loved it. I loved it, dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
But when we went to Magic Hours at Magic Kingdom, my son loves arcades. We spent hours in the arcade before we went to bed. Just played there.
Who doesn't love arcades? Because I want to meet that person and find out why. Maybe they got their ass kicked in the arcade at a young age. Like they put their quarter up on the game. Because, that was like the universal sign for I got next.
Yep.
And then somebody was like, "Fuck your quarter."
Exactly.
Hey, man.
Yeah. But my son wanted to go see if there was an arcade in Magic Kingdom. I was like, "I don't think there's an arcade around here." And he goes, "There's got to be. There's got to be." I was like, "Okay." So we looked around.
They should put one in Toy Story Land.
Well, get this. We looked around in Haunted Mansion, and my son goes, "Dad, look." I'm like, "What?" We look over. There's a shooting range that does quarters. They're close to Haunted Mansion, and my son played that I would say for 2 hours straight.
Jesus.
But here's the funny thing. I didn't spend a dime because this is funny. Okay, you'll get a kick out of this. So we pushed the coin release, the coin return, and I pushed it. I stuck my hand down. There were quarters coming out.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yeah, come here, get your pockets. Let's put these in your pockets. He's like, okay. So he puts them in his pockets. He's walking around with a big bulk of change in his pocket, and he's putting quarters in. As we're doing, I was like, hey, you still want to play? He goes, yeah. I'm like, okay, go ahead, play. It was really, really cool. And it was at night, so it was a cool thing to see that at night when you're playing it. The sad thing is he didn't want to get on any rides because the wait times were less than 15 minutes. So I was like, you want to go on that one? No. You want to go on that one? No. You want to go on that one? No. I was like, okay, we're taking a picture right here. So we took a picture close to Be Our Guest. Mm-hmm. And it was overlooking the mansion. That's where we were at.
Gotcha.
And they took a picture of us. I wanted to take a picture of us over at Tangled. You know where the bathrooms are at, where the Tangled theme?
Yeah.
You can actually hold the lantern and take a picture there.
That's cool.
But the line was so long on that one because you have to do that at night, of course, because of the lantern. But, it was Disney. I'm a Disney-holic. I mean, I'm a Halloween fanatic. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Halloween, it's coming right around the corner. Yep. So I'm really excited.
My favorite thing about Halloween is basically... No. It's actually... Well, I like going to the shops that open up to see all the costumes and all the cool stuff.
Party City's going to be doing their stuff.
But I also like... obviously for the kids, I like that. They get excited. But I love this, the horror movies that they do, the marathons and stuff like that. I'm all about that.
I have yet to see the first Purge. I need to watch it. I need to watch it because I want to see how...
Well, it's not the best one, but it's good.
I mean...
It's good.
When you watch a series, you want to know... You want to see the movie that coincides with it.
I can give you some of the premise. I'm not going to ruin it. But basically the premise is wealthy family. They became wealthy because the father invented security systems for the Purge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So naturally, they're well known, and they live in a very ritzy neighborhood. And as they get closer to the Purge, I guess some people feel like they were taken advantage of. They were maybe overcharged. I don't know all the other implications, but that's sort of the premise. Okay. Like you just get these vibes.
Because I thought it was kind of like
others.
The government wants to do something.
Now the
government does get involved.
Are we talking about time out? Are we talking about the
Purge?
first?
No, there's a movie called The First Purge.
Yeah. Which one are you talking about?
The First Purge.
Okay. So yeah, The First Purge. Yeah, they actually use Peter Parker's Aunt May. Oh, I forget her name, but that's what I'm referring to her as.
I think that's the only way you're going to refer to her as.
Other than
Oh my gosh.
But like that little shop owner on the movie where Peter Parker gets smart with him, and he was like, "How's your daughter doing?" Oh yeah. He's like, "Just for that comment, this is going to cost you twice.
$5." Right? Well, that's.
I'll give you $2. He just like, "I know, I'll pay you regular price," and he just throws it on the counter and leaves. But but yeah, they show her on the commercials and stuff. I haven't seen that one either because that one just came out, right?
I think it came out like
a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it hasn't been that long. Last month, we'll say. Yeah. And it looked pretty good. I didn't see reviews. We talked about it on here a little bit.
Yeah, I would say just a little bit because, I mean, we were talking about more in depth of other movies.
Looks like race was a big one on this one. Like, I think they...
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, you're like, that's pretty trippy. Just seeing, how, government gets involved in a lot of stuff just for that.
So I don't know what all factored in, but... Yeah, we still need to see that one. I was describing the first Purge movie that ever was released.
Oh, I knew. I saw that one. Mm-hmm. I saw the second one, and I saw the last one. So
election year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, on the subject of movies, I got some good news and bad news.
Uh-oh.
Do I have good news, actually? Good news is if you haven't seen the new Venom trailer, it's pretty awesome. You get to see more symbiote action.
But it's going to be more toned down.
Bad news is there's rumors going around that it's going to be, or they're battling to make it PG-13, which I don't know why you would want to do that to a Venom movie. Reasoning behind it, though, I dug a little deeper, and they said it's because obviously Spider-Man is never going to be rated R, at least I think in any time soon, unless something crazy happened. But Spider-Man tops is going to be PG-13 because they want to make it a family-friendly, superhero movie. And they want to keep it kid-friendly, too, because the kids love Spider-Man. They got to have at least one hero that, parents feel okay about watching. So Venom.
Speaking of Spider-Man, you want to hear something really cool? Some good news. This is some good news after when you tell me.
Yeah, let me just say this real quick because I don't want to forget. They want to be able to segue into a Venom Spidey type film, and they feel that if they do rated R on Venom, it's going to make it tougher to tie it in, and it's going to lead to a lot of people, especially the bulk Spidey fan base, from even knowing what happened on the Venom film. So it makes really good sense.
Yeah, it
but
does.
Venom, in all reality, is not a PG-13 character. So they just need to let it happen.
If you read the comics and everything else, it should be more than a PG-13.
And this is my issue. So I don't want it to be where, we in theaters we make it PG-13, but then when it comes out on Blu-ray, DVD, you can get the real version. No,
you
like
don't
that just
want that.
messes up the movie. It just does. Like
Most
it
moviegoers
also makes me feel like I didn't get the real film.
Most moviegoers or / fans, they want to see the way the movie should be done.
Right.
They don't want to see the theatrical video version and then the uncut version.
Yeah, because we don't really know if this uncut version is truly the uncut version. You know what I'm saying? It seems really sketch at the end of the day.
I think Deadpool had an uncut one.
The original one did, and then this new one does as well.
Yeah.
They added like 20-some minutes or something. 50.
And I saw the uncut version of Deadpool, and I was like, okay, how come they didn't put this in the theatrical? Because it fit. Mm-hmm. It fit it so well.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if they want to do it, let them do it. They're still going to get our money because we're going to go
Batman
and see it
versus
no matter
Superman.
What. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on that. That was...
Why didn't they put the scenes there? That was the big one.
Because they were the pivotal scenes. They were the pivotal scenes of that movie. I don't know why they didn't do that. Terrible.
Yeah. So that one's like the testament right there. Mm-hmm. Way better at home than theaters, and I love that movie because I love the one I saw at home. There's some crazy scenes, like the wheelchair scene in the courtroom, whatever. Oh my god, I'm getting nervous thinking about it. That shit had me shooketh. I was shooketh.
You were shooketh a lot. But coming back to Spider-Man, okay. I did hear some news or rumors. I don't know if it's news or rumors because I just read it. That
you don't know if it's news or rumors
because
let's just call it rumors, I guess.
Okay, that'd be a logical way.
If we see another source, then I guess we'll call it news.
But they said that you're gonna see Nick Fury and his what's her name? That's always
Captain Marvel?
No, not her.
Maria Hill.
Yeah, the one that's always with her and everything else. They're going to be in the new Spider-Man movie. So...
That's cool.
They didn't say what or, how they're going to put those two in.
We haven't seen a lot of Fury since... Wait, what was it?
It wasn't Civil War. It was...
We haven't seen a lot of them in a minute, dude.
Yeah.
Captain America Winter Soldier.
We saw him
because he technically died in Winter Soldier, remember?
Yeah.
So there hasn't been a lot of Nick Fury action. He wasn't in Civil War much at all. They had what's his name? The guy that was just like a big prick and made them sign the Sokovia Accords and was enforcing
the general? When was... Because he was on... I don't think he was on Age of Ultron.
Nope.
Yeah, he was.
Very slightly.
Because remember when they went to the farm?
You're
and
talking
Tony
about
went to go fix the tractor, and he was in there? Mm-hmm. He was in that.
Yeah, but that's like a small little...
Yeah, that was like, what, 3-4 minutes?
Yeah, that's all we've been getting. Little short clips of him.
Dang you, Nick Fury, you need to come out.
Because he's a savage. I love him.
Yeah.
We're obviously going to get him in Captain Marvel because he's going to be young. It's going to be backstory.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what they're...
But hopefully in the next...
Let's be honest. Samuel Jackson's a busy guy.
Yeah, because he's got this other movie, too.
He's tons, bro. Like, just think about all the stuff he's been in. Anytime Quentin Tarantino has a project, it's like Samuel Jackson somehow involved.
That's his boy.
Yeah.
That's his boy,
And
dude.
he's in... he's going to be in the new movie... what's the movie we were talking about? Split?
Oh, Glass?
He's going to be in Glass.
He was in Glass, yeah.
Because he was in Unbreakable.
Because apparently he's the collector of, like, comic books, and he knows a lot of it. But I'm kind of excited for that.
Well, he was in the original one.
Yeah.
I never seen Unbreakable, but I've seen Split, and it was really good.
You need to see it.
Yeah. So.
It'll bash... I see, I can't talk.
Yeah.
It will basically talk about what his character is in this movie when you watch Glass. It'll kind of back up everything.
Yeah, I got to watch it because Glass looks super good. And I didn't realize it was M. Night Shyamalan, and I like most of his movies. So, and he's actually in Split.
Yeah. He's
the guy that like helps what we'll just call her site, the therapist.
Oh yeah. Let's see here.
And he has a scene where he talks about Hooters for a little bit.
Yeah.
And how it's the greatest place in America or something like that. In these next two sections, we're jumping into some topics. What's up, peoples? It's your boy DJ Doom.
What up, J-Bat?
With J-Bat in the building. And we got some nostalgia goodness for you. So the Untitled Avengers movie has some behind-the-scenes sneak peeks that have come out online. We can definitely tag it on our Instagram for you guys and Twitter. Get the link on there so you can easily find it. But it looks good. We definitely are going to get some Hulk action, which I'm excited of. We can see Mark Ruffalo in, I don't know, like a little suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also get some Iron Man with some frosted tips. Which I'm hoping they sneak a joke in there about that.
It's kind of weird to see.
I'm hoping they sneak a joke in there about that.
Dude, it'll be hilarious.
Yeah. Like Captain America needs to say something about him.
Yeah.
You know, somebody.
And gosh darn, watch your language.
Yeah. And it looks like Cap's got his OG suit on, too.
Well, there's a rumor saying that Tony
time travel.
And
if they do time travel, though, does that mean another Cap? Yeah, because they're going back in time and everything should still be there.
Yeah. I think it's the time to where they capture Loki. And I think this is after the...
They're going to go back to the original Avengers time.
Yes. That's the rumor. Because in the comics... Tony does go back in time to make his own gauntlet to go after Thanos. But I don't know what they're going to do for this one because, you know, you look at it, it's movie.
They do have access to Nebula, though.
Yes.
So as far as if they need to go back in time and find where the other stones that they had no idea where they were back in that time,
they can ask her.
They can make it happen.
Yeah.
Because she knows her ways around the galaxy.
Yeah.
So,
Because Gamora's no longer there.
Yeah. But if they go back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Nebula's
It's dangerous, though, how far back they go.
Yeah.
And that might introduce some new villains. But being that Thanos is the main villain, I don't know how deep they'll dig into that.
I'm down to see new villains.
Yeah.
I would love to see new villains in the Marvel Universe.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, you got your normal Loki, Thanos. You got those guys, but you want to see more of the Marvel villains.
Yeah. I want to see how, creative they can get.
Yeah.
There's a few like the Skrulls that we haven't seen that are supposed to make an appearance.
Yep.
Very soon. So we'll see, man.
Well, I think after we see this character, Captain Marvel, I think that's going to open up a lot more other doors of seeing more villains and everything else. But if you look at it, they were even saying that you can actually see a Captain Marvel Easter egg in the Infinity War movie. Because one of Thanos's, the big guy, Obsidian, I think that's who it is. The big
Black
dude.
Dwarf
Is
is his name.
Is it Black Dwarf?
Something like that. But yeah, you're talking about the one that ended up getting sent to like the frozen tundra and then got his arm chopped off.
He's the big dude that fought Iron Man and Spider-Man in New York.
Yeah. Well, he got sent, like, Strange did his thing and then sent him to, like, the frozen tundra.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. They said that if you look real close, you actually see Captain Marvel's, like, outfit as a flag on his belt. Yeah, it's pretty trippy because when you look at it, you're like, no. But if you look, there's two Captain Marvels.
Yeah.
So...
the male?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They say it's the male one.
He killed him.
Yep.
Savage, bro. That's fucking savage.
I mean, I can look it up right now.
Yeah.
To where I saw it, and I can tag it, and we can put it on our Twitter and look at it.
That's savage.
See all you guys look at that nice, cool stuff.
We got that and many more things coming for you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope y'all liked that little segment. Next, we're going into number 2. What's up, guys? It's your boy DJ Doom.
What's up, guys? This is J Bat.
And we bringing you some dating tips.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I'm not.
I'm going to throw some at you, J-Bat, and then I just need you to, co-sign on some of these.
Co-sign.
So, yeah. Okay, let me know what you think, and then add a little sugar and spice to it. You know what I'm saying?
Does that mean I have to, like...
Let me just throw a first one at you, okay?
Okay,
no pun intended.
I'll listen.
So, obviously, if you're going on a date, you most likely haven't known the other individual for very long. Maybe a first date. So, with all that being said, first impressions. Whether this is a blind date, you met online, which is very common nowadays. There used to be a stigma around people meeting someone through an online dating site or something a little more common, like the one I would never try, Tinder or Facebook, whatever.
Tinder's a bad thing.
Yeah, Tinder. But I see Tinder like the Craigslist, but it's the Craigslist of dating versus buying. Craigslist is super sketch. But back to what I was saying. First impressions are always important. So regardless of what anyone's ever told you from a dating tip standpoint, you can have a lucky pair of jeans, you can have a lucky hat. All that shit needs to go out the window because you want to make a great first impression. You don't want anyone you're looking into dating to think, oh, this person's not on top of their hygiene or this person's a cheap ass. So if something happens and you're short on cash, you need to reschedule. You need to be on top of that. Don't wait till the last minute to make some shit up if you really care about, making a good first impression. But what are your thoughts on first impressions and dates and stuff like that, Joel? J-Bat.
First impression for dating, I would say making sure hygiene's a must. Making sure.
Yeah.
The thing is that.
What are some things you look at too when it comes to that? Like your first impression, like what's important to you in a first impression when you first meet someone you may or may not be, someone you may be interested in.
Okay, I'm going to point this out. This is my biggest thing. And ladies, if you're listening, And guys, I mean, it can be reversed. My biggest thing is a smile. Smile and teeth.
So would you go as far as to say body language a little bit? Like,
Yeah, definitely. Body language is a must.
like if she's, just not giving you the vibe like she cares or wants to be there, that probably makes you feel like, okay, this isn't working out.
Exactly.
I'm not her type, or she just ain't interested.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you were out on a date, we'll just make it that generic, dinner and a movie or something. You're at dinner. What are some red flags for you to where you're like, okay, I'm going to have to hit the just eject button. This isn't going to work out. And would you be the type that hits the eject button, or would you just finish out the whole date and then, be a gentleman and drop them off? Or are you the type that's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick and never come back? Oh, legit. Let me know. I want to know.
I will be the person. Well, okay, let's start off to the first question you asked me. To look at, first thing is when we sit down, my thing is how they eat.
Oh, yeah. That is, you got to have some good manners. Got to
Exactly.
not talk with your mouth full.
Because if they eat and they do the,
oh, God.
that drives me nuts.
It's not going to work out.
Nuts. So that's one. Okay. Drinking. If they take a drink of like water or soda or whatever they have, I want to make sure that they know how to hold that glass or something like that. Mm-hmm. When they drink it, they don't. The little slurping. Another thing is how they wipe their mouth.
How they wipe their mouth? Mm-hmm. Oh, you got some specifics. Okay.
Yep.
So what do you mean? How do you?
I don't like it. If they grab the napkin, they grab it like this and they just wipe it.
Oh, yeah.
That's sloppy. So if they grab it, most people will grab the corner of it, they'll put their two fingers, and they'll dab it like this, and then they'll put it straight down with two hands. I like that. Okay? Going on to your second question. I will not take the shortcut. I will not leave. I will give the respect of hanging the whole night with them.
That's cool. What if they failed all the previous tests?
I will still give them the respect and stay the whole night with them.
That's cool. That's cool. Because, that's a huge Debbie Downer, like
Because
just being left somewhere.
But here's the thing. You can give a good first impression just for doing that, and they won't forget it.
Yeah.
And they'll relay that to their friends, and they're like, "Oh, I went on a date with J-Bat, and he was really, really nice. I don't know if he said if I did anything bad or wrong,
Or they might be like, I was a nervous wreck, and he stayed despite me.
Exactly.
Oh my God, just stumbling
like
through the date.
Yeah. So if you do that, hang in there. Shoot.
Yeah.
That's.
Or it could be the other way around. It's like, he doesn't seem interested in me, but we had a good first date.
Yeah.
And then you got nothing but good things they could say about you, unless they're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. It's like not burning bridges. You know what I'm saying?
Something I got to look forward to if I do go back dating.
So my rule of thumb, now some of those things are, I think, common knowledge. Like, you don't want someone being just gross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do those things. Like, I don't know if I do all the specifics on wiping my mouth, but I definitely don't wipe my mouth like a savage. That's just, that's gross. I don't chew with my mouth full, and definitely if I'm on a date, I'm trying to be on my best behavior in terms of manners. So you're not talking with your mouth full and just doing, no matter how exciting the conversation may be, you want to present yourself at your best.
I say proper table etiquette is number one.
Absolutely. Good listening. That'd be something like, there's obviously certain things you don't want to talk about. Like you don't want to do all the talking, basically is the best way to put it. You don't want to mention the ex-girlfriend at all.
Or ex-boyfriend.
You're right. You don't want to mention the exes. You want to make plans to go somewhere you're comfortable at too.
Yeah.
So if you're, It doesn't have to be a restaurant you've been to, but if they are down for that, go for it. Because just think, I love relating stuff back to sports because almost any analogy works. But, when you have home court advantage, obviously you're going to be more comfortable.
Right. And
it's easier for you to, break the ice around things if you're in a place that you're comfortable in,
Here's my thing, is when if you're a good listener, don't be on your phone.
Right. That was something I was going to mention.
Never be on
Turn
your
off
phone.
your phone. If you really care about the date, turn it off.
Exactly. Because my little thing is whenever I'm at the dinner table and I'm eating, for sure, DJ, because I never am on my phone when I'm eating. I put my phone down and if someone's talking to me, I give them the respect to listen to them and then answer back. So if you're on a date, guys, girls, get off the phone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Definitely offer to pay. If you're, it's, I'm not trying to sound sexist or something, but if you're the guy, you should be the one paying, that's the way to go. If you can't afford it, then like I said, reschedule, and be very respectful about how you do it. Don't wait till the day of, unless some emergency actually did come up, because it's real life. I know things can happen. But if you know a week in advance that you're not going to be able to afford the date, don't try to sell some shit on eBay last minute or something ratchet ass shit. Just reschedule.
Yeah.
Until your next payday or something.
I mean, if you reschedule, nobody's going to talk bad about you.
No.
Because that lets them know for sure that you're a good communicator.
Right. Which is very big.
Mm-hmm. And you're a planner.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you can just get all your thoughts together and call them.
Yeah.
Instead of text. But if all y'all have ever done is text is all right too. But, if you do talk on the phone with this person, sometimes I think a call's the way to go. Just to let them know you're not just trying to throw BS at them.
Right.
Because if you're dating, chances are they've been dating before too. This isn't going to be their first date ever.
Right.
And they've heard all the stories, because there's always someone that you're in your dating path, that path being, you're trying to find that special someone. There's always someone that just gives everyone else a bad reputation. You know what I'm saying? So
now, should the first date always be dinner, movie?
Not necessarily. I like, this is one thing you could, I would say I learned back from the MTV days. There would be a lot of shows that were dating shows.
Yeah.
And they would do really fun first dates. And I think that's a good thing. Like, do something. I know earlier we said go to something you're comfortable. Think of the extracurricular activities that you're into. Some people are into art. So they might go paint something together. Some people are into rock climbing. Just find something. Like,
or you don't.
I went golfing this weekend, and I went axe throwing. Axe throwing, maybe not good first date, but maybe second date. Yeah. You want to build some trust before you're throwing axes with somebody.
And the whole thing, you don't have to spend money on dates.
Yeah, that's true. If you get real creative, go bike riding or something.
If you go to the city, so the city sometimes do free events.
Mm-hmm.
I know. There's two places that do free events that you don't have to spend money.
Right.
So I mean, that's a cool thing.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So even if you are broke as hell, there might be something that you just need to look.
You can do a picnic.
There might be an outdoor concert that's free. If you go downtown, or if you're just low on cash, like maybe you can make $20 work. You know what I'm saying? Most people can scratch together.
Creative.
Absolutely. So if the person's into you, first dates are tougher, but if the person's into you, like everything after that first date is not going to matter as much. No, because they're already into you. Mm-hmm. Getting them into you is the tough part. So you want to do those things right. So those are a few tips. And if you have a friend of the opposite sex or same sex, I'm not trying to judge there either. Get tips. So like, if you want to date with a guy, find a guy friend afterwards, let them know how it went and see what they say, get some good feedback, but keep in mind that you're still the one dating the person. Mm-hmm. So don't take everything this friend says to heart because that is their opinion. But getting some feedback is good.
I mean, if you
especially if there were any awkward moments.
Oh yeah. Well, if you talk to that one guy friend and you mention it to him, they should say, "Okay, this is what I would think, not what he would think, because this is me talking right now." You know. So, like you said, don't take things so seriously or literally to what your guy friend or girlfriend says about the date that you went on.
Right. But yeah, you want to look your best, have fun, be positive. Going back to the original question as far as the whole dating thing, if it was a blind date and it was going horrible, as long as I didn't pick her up from the date, I might have hit that eject button, to be honest.
I've never been on a blind date.
I would never, I don't think I'd ever do that either. But in all reality, yeah, if she or he, whatever, if they drive themselves, I don't, if I pick somebody up, I'm not going to leave them. Right. That's messed up. Right. I would never do that. There's people out there that would.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, no, she catfished me or he catfished me, that type of shit. Like, if you did truly get catfished, that's a more legitimate reason to leave their ass there.
Don't talk to MTVs about that.
But still, that is so messed up. You know what I'm saying? If someone catfished me for real, and it's like really bad, like she looked like a 9-10 and they like a 1 or 2, I wouldn't even go on the date. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why waste the time?
That's when you bring your wingman and let them know, okay, hey, I have this date tonight. I need you to be there an hour or two early before I show up, and you let me know. And because I've seen guys do that.
Yeah.
And girls.
Yeah.
I've seen them. I've heard them do that, and I'm like,
oh, for blind dates, yes. Yeah, because that's scary.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you don't want to waste your time.
If I went on a blind date, I would take you guys with me because I'm like, yeah, you're my saving grace.
Yeah, there's other things you can do too, like let them know, you had something come up, type thing. Yeah. So that they're all night waiting for someone that doesn't come. Mm-hmm. There's like little tricks to doing it.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, those are some tips from us, guys. But at the end of the day, keep the date fun. If you're nervous, it is something to be nervous about. I mean, I'm saying, like,
if you get sweaty palms, just keep rubbing your hands on your legs.
Not too fast, though. Just kind of try to be smooth with it, you know what I'm saying? Not too smooth, though, because then you might look like you're feeling on yourself.
Never put your hands in your armpits if your hands are sweaty, because that's bad.
Yeah, don't do that.
Your hand's going to be musty as hell.
Yeah, but just keep the date fun. If all else fails, ask some questions. And like we said, don't mention any exes.
Never. That's like the biggest no-no. Never.
Yeah, and just know when to wrap it up. If you've had like 2 hours of fun and you feel like you ran out of things to say, that's fine. Call it. Don't be afraid to call it a night, because if it was truly fun for 2 hours, then they'll remember it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
What's up, peoples? It's your boy DJ Doom with his daughter. We'll just call her Señorita Doom. Señorita Doom. All right. Brenly. We're going to have you on the podcast for the first time. Can you say hello?
Hello.
And she wanted to tell us a story. So normally I don't do this, but, I'm a kid at heart, so why not get my youngest on here? So go ahead and tell everybody a story, Brenly. Tell us a story. Right there. Tell us a story. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello.
Tell us a story.
Okay. I'm good. Hello. I'm good, Dad.
Tell us a story.
I'm not telling this. I'm trying to get me to work. I have to get back to work.
What do you do? What's your job?
I have to get back to work.
What is your work?
But it rains.
Are you hustling?
When it rains.
Are you a hustler?
When it rains.
It's a rainy day?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't bring
Say bye.
Bye.
Say see you next time.
See you next time.
Homies.
Hello. video.
Say, see you later, homies.
See you later, honeys.
All right, guys, that concludes this week's episode. Apologize, it's a little shorter. We got a lot of things going on. Video podcast is coming. I got some clips that I'm going to be throwing up hopefully this week. Got a lot of cool things coming, and I'm excited. New HeroClix podcast is about to start. Hopefully by this time next week, it's up. And what else we got? New mixtape coming. Just kidding, not really. But yeah, lots of great things, guys. I will be keeping y'all posted via Facebook, and yeah, hit me up. Boom. Don't forget to follow us at NSX Podcast on Twitter. See you next week.